I can't believe it's here. The CC Crashing Champion server is completed. We've gone from what once was a bland and naturally generated island to a full-out crash unit where the practice server collided to the ground and totally transformed the server. Hundreds, if not thousands of hours I put into the server, but it's here. But the work, I gotta say, I think it was worth it. In just a moment, I'm gonna give you guys a huge tour of the place and explain which section of the course you're actually able to play. That section being the Panic at the Parkour, because I actually built basically all of that and I want to upload it to Minecraft Maps, so links will be down in the description. But before we start this was not just a solo effort. So I want to give a massive, enormous shout out to Nicacolas and Stemister for helping me do all the building. And then we also had contributors such as Makoinari and Guggle. So I'll have links down to all of them. Make sure to check them out because we've done a lot of work. Nico and Stem and me, we were the main developers and we spent hundreds of hours. It's insane. With that being said though, the first part of today's tour is actually going to take place in the parkour section because that's the section that you guys get to play. So starting off our tour though, here we are at Panic at the Parkour for the first time actually being fully revealed. You guys might recognize some bits because I actually did stream some of this over on my Twitch. Which, speaking of which, if you guys want to see the full server and full-blown playing, make sure to follow me over on Twitch at YoMeister238. And while I also said that, let me segue too and say that if you guys like this video at all and you guys have enjoyed it thus far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe here because it really does help me out with getting this YouTube career to slowly become an actual true career. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and begin the entrance, which the entrance is actually going to be changed right now. There I am, right up there. Right now, this is actually just a temporary one that me and Stemister built, but we're going to change it now that we have the Panic at the Disco theme. What we're going to do is we're going to launch ourselves up with this piston, which for some reason that didn't want to work. Let me try that again real quick. There we go. We get launched up. Oh my goodness. Some tweaking needs to be made. If we fly around, the first theme we'll see is that we're introduced with this amazing steampunk theme. I'm going to go pretty quickly through this because there's a lot of server to see, but you can see just a steampunk balloony part of the section of the parkour, which transitions swiftly into this ice cream kind of dessert parkour. This has all been shown on camera. I can't remember exactly what I've shown and what I've not. That goes from there into this Aztec kind of drawbridge kind of checkpoint that we got going around. This is an amazing one full of leaves and Aztec ruins. It looks pretty darn great. If we go up right over here though, we slowly but quickly transition into this insanely huge tree with dangling ornaments. I think they're like chandelier kind of things. Not chandelier, but wind chime kind of things that you can jump around on. You fly on over here down and land on these roots and eventually transition into the music region of the server where we got loads of like trombones and trumpets and pianos, music notes all over the place. It's a pretty darn cool section. If we fly over here, we eventually get to my favorite part where this is actually my favorite build that I've done is this oboe right here, which for some reason it has chest plates on. I'll have to fix that. That's kind of odd. But we go through this parkour, continue on over here into eventually the space section. We got lots of spaceships and black holes and portals. With the shaders, it's a little bit glinty, but it does look pretty darn cool. Got spaceships. That's a spaceship designed by Nico, following around this kind of moon-like structure. We eventually get onto the spaceship over here. Got to jump around that. And then we got these glass neos, which eventually transitions us into the aquatic underworld. There is an aquatic underworld. If we jump down here, we can see now we're in this Atlantis world underneath a watery dome. There's lots of really cool architecture down here, lots of white prismarine kind of blocks. It looks it's a very cool world underneath here, but once you eventually get through this section, which is a lot of it's just like floating, jumping around, very tough neos and stuff like that, you get onto this ladder. And if you climb up the ladder through these particle effects right here, we appear in the final stage. Again, I apologize for going a little quick with this tour. You guys will get to see it over on my stream and lots of others eventually. But there's a lot to tour. This is inside of a volcano, which looks absolutely insane. There's lava falls, gold spikes coming from the ground, lots of really tough jumps over here. You kind of jump onto these iron bar gateways. These are jumps that are actually kind of replicated pretty closely to the actual MCC practice server that I never got past. So we'll see if we eventually actually do manage to get past those in future streams and stuff. But what you do is you come over here, you get teleported, and you walk on over here to the final checkpoint, which is actually the Sam ladder. Pretty darn revolutionary jump. Not revolutionary, but very well known jump. At the very end is a pixel perfect trapdoor jump on top of this, and I'm not actually gonna go through those particle effects because I want that to be a surprise for you guys. But you guys will get to see eventually. But yeah, that is Parkour Warrior summed up very quickly and very nicely. It's insane. I put a lot of hours into this, but we're just gonna move on actually with the tour because there's so much to show you, so much to showcase in this short span that we have today. We're gonna fly on over to Seasons, which is the next development, the next game. It's kind of like Ace Race, but a little bit different. It's Seasons. If we go down here and walk across this bridge, we'll get applied to speed boost, run across. You can see the Seasons sign up there, built by Nico. Nico and I built this course quite a bit, and then Stemister actually added a lot of the coding, helped me out with the coding as well. Yeah, it was a very good team effort. But what we do is we kind of go down this course. We fly through this with an elytra, this little grassy bit. Our elytra gets taken off, and then there's a bit of a slime jump, which I'll mess up because, you know, I'm me. If we run through, there's a lush cave, and this is kind of the early spring section that eventually gets transferred over into the summer section. So over here is kind of the spring still with the sweet berries, the season farm, stuff like that. And right here is when we eventually get into the summer section. Don't forget the huge mountains and the landscapes all around, and rubber duckies floating, of course. Gotta love those rubber duckies. But yeah, now it's a lot more sandy. You can see Nox crew and the Nox crew, Noctis and Noxite. And then Lauren is actually missing right now, but that's because she accidentally broke her armor stand. That's okay. Over here, we've got this insane waterfall jump where you use a trident to launch yourself up into this tiny little hole. And from here, you begin to fall into the autumn fall section. What you do is you fly down with your elytra through this B section, and if you hit it just right, you can fly through that soon. We got a little bit of a be back soon sign that's kind of funny to look at. This gets transitioned into the fall section, which I completely made and I love to death. I am so in love with this. It's a lot of running, a lot of obstacle jumping, not too much. We'll get another speed boost right here. There we go. Now we're flying down the course. Over here, lots of pumpkins scattered around. And then we got these leaf pad jumps where if you go on the leaf pad, you actually get launched up like that, which is pretty cool. We can launch right here again. And we didn't quite make it, but I'll fly and cheat because I'm in creative. And I hit my head on the board as well. Getting messed up just a little bit. This leads on to the final section though, which is the winter section, which me and Nico actually built in one night. We were kind of delirious towards the end of it, but that's okay. It's got a cool ice bridge, lots of ice villages. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to all see this on stream. Over here, we got a tree where if we jump down the tree, there's this kind of, what's it called? A dropper course with lots of snow and everything. And we fall next to this polar bear. We go underneath the water, and we get a trident in our hand. I could launch if I really wanted to and actually play this course a little bit. I'll just swim underneath. But look, we get launched through these pipes, broken pipes and stuff like that here. I'm just gonna fly through. You go around this corner, and you go through the water and launch out the top into another icy town full of Eskimos and penguins and stuff like that. If you mess up the jump, you can actually land on this penguin's belly and leap on up. But that is basically all of Seasons. Right here you transition to the end, back to springtime again. So that is Seasons, the Ace Race kind of section of our server. Over here is just a spawn area. It's nothing too special. I've shown this in the past few other videos, but it's very cool. You spawn over here next to this insane train, and with the LEDs all around, it looks pretty darn cool. Got the CC banners as well for Crashing Champions. The next part though I will show is Rift Racers, which I think what we'll actually do is we'll go ahead and fly through it. Rift Racers was one of the ones that I coded completely by myself. For the coding among the other games, it was Stemister and me for Dogeball, PvP Arena, which we'll eventually get to. We coded that together, and we did a lot of the coding of the Parkour Warrior together. We did a lot of coding together, but this one I coded by myself. I was so proud of it. Let's go ahead, and we're just gonna fly through. We're not gonna actually use the elytra though. This is an elytra course. If we start to fly through, you guys will notice it's a very space agey. Lots of space stuff going on, asteroids and stuff. And it's not fully finished too. There's still more things we have to tweak, but there's tunnels. There's loads of insane tunnels that you can fly through, or you can take different paths depending on where you want to go. Lots of sea lanterns, and Nico built all of this herself. She is cracked insane. I helped with shaping the rooms and stuff like that. And then over here, we eventually fly into this moon-like ship. If you get through right here, you go into the Parkour Tag Rift, which is actually my creation, completely made by me. It's just a rift through a little bit of a Parkour Tag world, and then we go through into the normal world for a second, and then into my Jurassic Rift, which I got a cool skull and dinosaurs and lots of scaffolding around. And then we got out of this rift into Nico's final one, which I helped her build as well. It's kind of demon eye, creepy dimension. She's still working on it. It's still all a work in progress. And if you manage to get to the very end, you find this nice space station that you get to fly onto and click the button because you have actually finished the game, which will teleport us back to the beginning. But that is Rift Racer, and man, I'm a little bit out of breath. I'm talking really fast today, but we got to be able to show everything, or at least try to. over here is an idea that was actually inspired by Nicacolas himself. It is called Dogeball. And originally it was Dodgeball, but we lost the D, and well, this looks kind of like a W, Dogeball. So we've actually gone ahead and turned this entire course into an actual Dogeball arena. If we go over here and walk onto the course, it is actually fully functional. We've got arrows where we shoot the walls, it will fall down off the side. Say your arrow would actually fall into lava right here, it would shoot the arrow back up right there and spawn itself back in. So this is a very fully functioning course. In order to reset myself, I'll actually run over to the red side, which will go ahead and kill me. And since the red side won, the red fireworks get to go up. It's pretty cool. There's a lot more to it than that though, and you guys will just have to see for yourself when people get to play it, because there's a really special feature to this that I coded myself. And basically what it does is it makes the game have, I think it's 20 factorial amount of choices. That's a number that I can't even nobody could count to without dying. It's a very big number, and there's that many possibilities for this game to take place. So I'm really excited to see this one in game. The next thing we got though on the list is, I already showed this, but I'll show it again. This is just a parkour tag town. I took the basic parkour tag buildings and then built them up and made them my own. And I'll show you a bit of an Easter egg too. We've got so many Easter eggs around. This is one of the ones that I built where you can actually go into this building and then there's an interior. If we sneak up on here, there I am watching Grian in the MCC on TV. But we've got loads and loads of Easter eggs. I can't wait for the other members to begin to find out where they all are and try to seek them out and try to find them. There are so many cool ones. I won't show you how to get to this one, but I'm going to show it real quick. For those of you who are Hermitcraft fans, especially Grian and Corrales and all those who participated in the Sewer Cats, we do have an Easter egg to that, which is pretty cool. And we got scattered around it all those contestants who have actually been in the MCC, which is really cool. Loads. This build is insane. Just to get down here is just one of the coolest things ever. I even snuck in Rendog's base over here as well from Hermitcraft. I don't remember what season it was, but it was pretty recent. But yeah, there is this Easter egg, which is really cool. All right, but now onto the PvP arena, which if we follow the arrow, this is probably one of my most proud things that me and Stem built. We can run over these roads that I custom built and created by hand. We got these little bus stations too, which I'll eventually show. But over here, we walk over across this into this cave and appear over here at the PvP arena, which is basically what it sounds like. It's a PvP arena where you can select your own kits and battle against other players. But this is the part I love a lot. This is battle, what did I call this? This is the Block Town. This is Block Town, one of my maps that I created. There are 11 different maps, and each time you press this button, there's a custom pixel art that comes up that I created. And then this is Stemister's map, for example, of the end. There are so many different maps that you can play, and with the simple choice of a button, let me go ahead and select this one at random and see what it is. This is Laboratory. So with a simple press of the button, you get these really cool PvP maps that you can play. And this one, the portals are even functional. Again, you'll have to check me out on stream when I'm playing this to watch it actually work. But let's do one more. I think this one is, which one is this? This is the Bastion. Nah, the Bastion's not that cool. You guys will have to see that on stream. Library. There you go. That's one that I built as well. Really proud of this one. This one was actually shown in the CC Twitter. They posted about this map, which was awesome. Just a library map. Lots of cool things though. Particle effects. The functionality is insane. You can walk on these pads, select your kits, that sort of thing. The whole thing is pretty darn cool and pretty amazing. It took a long time to set this all up. But if we fly back on up here, there is this final arena, which there's not too much in it, just some Easter eggs, but it is a destroyed actual battle box arena. So if we go down here, you can see it's all destroyed, lots of fire. I think I might have shown this one early on too. There are Easter eggs hidden down there below that you guys will have to try to find out with the streamers by watching streamers giving them hits and stuff. We've got so many things to actually be, experiment with it and find over here. It's an automatic candy apple dispenser. Who wouldn't want automatic candy apples, right? But yeah, the server is just coming together, and I'm so excited. The last thing I want to show you, and this is still totally under development, is the Fall of Fame. The Fall of Fame is how you actually get into the survival SMP part of the server. You can see right now there's not a lot of lighting, so it's kind of dark in here. That's only because, again, we're still working on everything. This is the portal that actually teleports you to the survival world. I'm not going to go through that just yet. Actually, I don't know if I will go into this. You'll just have to watch me on stream go through it at some point. But over here is what I've been working on, the no entry danger Fall of Fame. If we fall into this world, and fall in, this is an amazing place with loads of displays, all custom built by me so far. Nico's about to start adding on to it, which I'm really excited about. But you can see there's a thank you Nox crew, a little thank you sign. There's scenes of us like hanging on chains and Parkour Warrior, the Parkour, Panic at the Parkour, all of us mining and stuff like that. It's really cool, these little scenes with the armor stands displayed, and I'm so excited for everyone to see all this. Everything, it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work to put the server all together, but it's turning out so cool. Wow, but now I am lightheaded from talking so fast and trying to show you guys everything in such a short amount of time. I promise you there's still so much more, like this arena over here, this ice rink. There might be hidden Easter eggs in here. I don't know, I'm not just gonna say where all the Easter eggs are. But there's still so much to see and so much to explore with your streamers. Your favorite streamers, any MCC streamers get to be in the server, which is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see how this server all comes together. There's so much to this place though, and there's so much more than meets the eye. This was my just super quick brief overview of the entire place, and I feel like that didn't even do it justice. So you guys will just have to stick around and eventually watch some of, just watch. Oh, I did say I would show the little bus stations too real quick because I'm really proud of these. Look, it's a map of the entire place, and it's like that green arrow shows where I am right here at the Fall of Fame. If I wanted to say, I don't know, go over to Rift Racers Parkour Panic, I teleport to this bus station, and there's Rift Racers, and then there's Panic at the Disco. Parkour. Man, I'm saying all my names wrong. I'm getting all my words butchered today. But with that said, I hope you guys are so excited about this server. I can't wait to start building an SMP. I'm going to be doing all this over on Twitch, so all my building and stuff like that will be on over there. I hope you guys are as excited for the Crashing Champions project as I am. I'm so excited, and I apologize for my rush talking and butchered words at times. I'm trying to make this video as quickly as I can, only because real life can get crazy sometimes, and you guys all know that. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm at the time I'm releasing this video, the server's been announced and launched properly and everything, but I'm just so excited. So make sure to check me over at Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more insane projects like this over time. I do the insane projects over time. They take a while, but this one turned out really cool. Hundreds of thousands of hours gone into this. Not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds and thousands of hours. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy life, enjoy Minecraft, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Ciao!